So it was recently on YouTube, and Lauren Southern posted a new video that was titled Conservative Sensitivity Training, and I had to give it a signal boost because it was so good. She did such a good job with it, where it's very meme heavy, which raised the humor. She took everything in good stead, but she raised a super important point that I've tried to bring up multiple times on the show too, which is, don't be a dick. How about that? Let's just that should be the center of everyone's political philosophy, in my opinion. It's don't be a dick. Just try and be a good person now and then. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to pick on people and tease a little bit, but you can't be just a toxic, terrible human being all the time and expect any change to happen. I've talked about me getting dogpiled recently by Cat Turd, which was funny. And let's be honest, a lot of people are really mad at me, but it was hilarious that people were dogpiling on me. But it's if you're just gonna be toxic, one-sided, and just saying the other side's totally evil and there's no in between, I'm totally going to disagree with anything they say and they're wrong and I'm going to tell them to their face they're wrong, that's not productive. And Lauren also brought up hugely important points, which are, if you're just reverting immediately to name calling, talking down to someone based on their gender or their race or the skin color, anything of that nature, guess what? You're a garbage piece of garbage human being. There's no way around it. We should not be caring about your opinions. And we've seen that multiple times recently when it's come to various topics that have come up of late. And I mean, even when me getting called out by Cat Turd, I was repeatedly like, oh, this guy's gay, he's just an evil Democrat who hates people, he's this or that, just based off of just a it said it was delusional that Democrats can only win by cheating. It's like, no. Republicans are just to blame for the failures of our political system as Democrats. There's no way around it. Cheating is not required for either side to win and totally screw up what we deal with on a daily basis, especially when you look at the news. And it's definitely an issue primarily on the right, where it turns out, oh, it's a woman, so screw them, women are stupid. Like, definitely watch the videos, because she gives tons of great examples that I'm not going to redo the work she already did. I really want to signal boost what Lauren did. And from the left, there's this inherent smugness I've found, primarily this talking down to, well, of course you think that because you're a Republican, or you're a white guy, or you're something of that nature. Oh, it's because you're religious, or just this terrible smugness. And a prime example of this is Dr. Shola. So Sargon Avocad is posting to his channel again, which is awesome. I'm a huge fan of what he was doing before the Lotus Eaters and now with the Lotus Eaters. Definitely go to lotuseaters.com and subscribe if you got $5 a month. It's a great outlet, and I listen to their show every day. But he had this quote, this clip from Dr. Shola here that I'm just going to play a little bit.
Find it incredibly triggering to hear this widespread condemnation coming from the US, UK, EU, and the like over Israel's murder of the 7 World Central Kitchen team heroes that were there providing aid. Or look at the spineless Rishi Sunak. It's appalling. Wow. It wasn't appalling when you were giving all of your support to Israel's crimes against humanity. No. Now 3 British people get killed and murdered because of your complicity in funding and arming Israel. Now it's appalling.
What about Sanjeev?
So it's wow. Like, the amount of times I've witnessed or had that literally happen at me via Twitter or something like that is innumerable. Oh, yeah, of course you feel that way because you're such and such a person, or you have these political values, or whatever it may be. Like, the world ain't black and white, guys. Like there are people on all sides that are dumb or have bad opinions, but you need to try and get people to side with you. That's what politics is supposed to be. You should be trying to get the general public to side with you. Maybe not the politician you're fighting against to side with you all the time, but the general public, you want to make sure that they see value in what you're bringing to the table. And we don't see that with our activists nowadays. We don't see it with our politicians. It seems like anyone that tries to do it is just sidestepped by the major political parties. Dean Phillips is a prime example of that, in my opinion. Marianne Williamson, to some extent, she's a little out there with some of her stuff, but it's a big problem. Like, we want to make sure people get along to some extent, and I feel like the Republicans are, for the most part, are doing a better job of that here in Concord at the State House, but it's an across-the-board issue, and you're not going to get anyone on your side. You want to get people on your side. You want to find that meet in the middle, but it's all part of the toxic way we talk based off just everyone living online now. I think it's a symptom of that. I think it's a symptom of we're just very isolated nowadays. We don't have our communities like we used to have. Get out of your house. Touch grass. Get involved with an organization of some sort. Volunteer. Have a family. Spend time with them. Fix the way you talk to people, because otherwise you're just as part of the problem as the most toxic person on the other side of the aisle. TheNewEnglandTake.com. Like and subscribe if you're checking this out on YouTube, and I'll talk to you soon.